A lot of Americans say, oh man, you better watch it, you got to be safe, there's a lot of crime in the Philippines. There's more crime in the US than there is in the Philippines. I mean, everybody, when you walk by here, they're either shy or they're really friendly, they're going to say hi, but when you say hi to them, Filipino people, they're so outgoing, they're the friendliest people.
Is it cool if I record you for the YouTube channel?
Sure.
All right. Well, welcome to the channel.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you, man. I appreciate you being here. Well, let's start off like this. What is your name? How old are you? And where are you from?
My name's Brandon Sulzer. I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Just turned 41 years old.
Okay.
I come out to Cebu every year for about 5 months to escape the cold. That's why I'm here now. And,
well, look, you know what? You already. That was the question I was going to ask. What are you doing here in the Philippines?
It's more fun in the Philippines.
Is it really more fun in the Philippines?
It is, well, especially when you're escaping the cold, the snow.
Okay.
But it's cheaper. I mean, I'm about to go all you can eat wings for what, $6 US dollars. You get wings, you get soda, unlimited wings, soda, whatever for $6.
Okay, and so that's cheaper than the U.S., right?
It's if you go to all you can eat buffets in the U.S., you're talking what, $20, $15 to $20 for a crappier buffet. High ends are $30 to $40.
You know what? It's been over 3 years since I've been back in the U.S., and I hear guys tell me all of the time how expensive it is now in the U.S.
Yeah.
So it's that much.
The cost of living. I flip properties. I do a lot of traveling.
Okay.
And I decided to rent out some of my properties, and for what, I mean, literally, I'm renting a 3-bedroom house, 3-bedroom, 3-bath house here for 18,000 pesos a month. So it's about $310 a month. It's cheaper to rent a house out here.
Okay.
I mean, you can rent a condo in IT Park here. It's going to cost you 25,000, 30,000 pesos for a studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, that includes you got a swimming pool access. You have Wi-Fi, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But you rent a 3-bedroom, 3-bath house, and you have your own privacy for less than what you rent a studio, maybe a 1-bedroom condo in IT Park for.
Okay, so look, man, I literally just met you like 5 or 10 minutes ago, and I don't know the places you go to here. I mean, do you usually stick around to IT Park, or do you travel, or?
I don't drive when I'm here because of the public jeepneys.
Okay.
You can't beat. It costs 13 pesos, maybe 15 to go from one jeepney all the way to the end of the jeepney stop. So if you were going from like Philadelphia and you were going in the city and you were going to the airport, it's going to cost you $30, $40 to go to the airport. It literally costs less than 30 to 35 cents US dollars to go from one end of the jeepney ride to the other end.
So you're taking the jeeps, the jeepneys.
I walk and I take the jeepneys.
So you walk and you take the jeep. What do they call it? Your budget on a shoestring? Is that what they call it? Something like that?
I travel. I mean, I'm not a millionaire. Well, getting there, but when you come here with airfare and all that stuff, you spend. So my thing is, I bought an RV a couple years ago. I was thinking, do I drive it across the country in the United States this year? It was cheaper for me to fly out to Cebu and spend 5 months out here than it was to take one round trip RV ride in the U.S.
By the way, guys, y'all notice the cigar? The man's got a Cuban cigar, right?
Not lit though yet.
Not lit.
Didn't eat yet.
What are you waiting for?
I got to eat.
That's right.
Don't smoke a cigar on an empty stomach.
Now, is that a real cigar? I mean, like a real Cuban?
It's a.
Can y'all smell it? Can y'all smell it?
Smell-o-vision.
Yes, smell-o-vision. You know, if I had smell-o-vision, man, I would really blow up.
They don't sell. I mean, they sell cigars here. I ordered a box of 50 for when I got here, and they're like the size of cigarettes. So I returned them.
So where'd you get that cigar?
I brought my own from the U.S.
Okay, so that's from the U.S.
This is from the United States.
So you like the cigars from the U.S.
Since I walk a lot, I smoke one or two cigars a day while I'm walking.
Walking and smoking. There you go. What could be better? That's a healthy lifestyle.
Except for it's the rainy season. That's just about the end here. So it rains almost. It seems like it rains every day.
So do you get wet a lot? I'm assuming maybe you do. Or you got an umbrella?
I don't. I see everybody carry umbrellas for the sun and then for the rain.
Okay.
But I'm the type of guy when I'm walking, if it starts pouring, I'll just duck in somewhere, for a little while. Because it rains, but it doesn't rain all day.
Okay. So you're saying that you come here, you're like a snowbird. You escape Philadelphia, what, once a year during the cold season?
About 4 to 5 months a year.
4 to 5 months a year.
Yep.
Okay, and what kind of budget, man? What kind of budget do you live on here?
If you're on a budget, so I paid $898 for a round trip airfare from Philadelphia to Cebu, paying $300 a month for rent. Actually living with some people, so I don't have to pay it, but they rent a 3-bedroom, 3-bath house out for $300. So I mean, I can offer to pay.
So you're tagging along.
They have 3-bedroom, 3-bath house for 3 people, big enough for me to stay in.
Hey, look, Brandon, you know what we call that back home in the U.S.? A mooch.
Except for last year when I was here, I rented a 1-bedroom condo.
Yeah.
It costed me the same thing as a 3-bedroom, 3-bath house.
Really?
So, airfare, $898. Just say other travel expenses, food, everything. I mean, you're talking on the high end, not even $1,000. So for 5 months, I've been out here, and I go back in Pennsylvania in less than 2 weeks. I've literally spent less than $2,000. That includes my airfare, some taxis, public jeepneys, food. I mean, you can literally eat. You can look, I'm going to go get a haircut for 70 pesos, which is less than $1.50.
Yeah. How about a shave? You need a shave, Brandon.
This is 10 years old. I just trim it. This
Wow.
ain't going anywhere.
Okay. So run it by me again. You've been here for how long?
It'll be almost 5 months and 2 weeks when I go home.
And you've spent how much money?
I spent literally less than $2,000, including my train from Philadelphia to the airport, my airfare, round trip airfare on United from Philadelphia to Cebu, and then I've gotten some taxis from the airport to here. You're talking $7 one way.
So hold on, get out of here, man. So you're telling me that in 5 months,
I spent less than $2,000, and I still have 10 days to go, and I won't even come close to $2,000.
So you're not going to splurge. You're not going to say, "Hey, I've lived on a tight budget the last 5 months. I deserve to spend a little bit."
Watch my video. I just started a YouTube channel.
You're a YouTuber too?
Yes. I'm going to do a video. One of my last videos here is how to spend how far will $10 US get you in 1 day in the Philippines. Guarantee you I won't even have to spend $10.
You know what? That actually sounds very interesting. And well, look, I mean, like a lot of people say I mean, let me ask you, man, are you happy? Are you living good? Or are you suffering?
It's more fun in the Philippines. The weather, you can't beat the weather. They have two seasons here,
Yeah.
hot and hotter.
Yeah.
Right? There's no escape in the sun. I took a motorcycle ride. I have some friends who have motorcycles. 2 weeks ago, we decided, he's like, "Hey, let's take a motorcycle ride to Toledo," which is over the mountain. It's a 3-hour ride.
Yeah.
It rained and it was foggy the entire day. Couldn't even see 30 feet in front of you. It was the only day since I've got here that it rained all day.
Yeah.
1 day out of the whole time.
Yeah, it rained all day.
All day, foggy, and then when we came back, it was sunny and it didn't even look like it rained when you got off the mountain.
So look, man, like on that budget, right? I mean, how would you describe your lifestyle? I mean, over here
It's
on that
simple.
budget. Simple.
Worry-free. The biggest thing that I see here is it's cheaper to go out to eat than it is to go to the grocery store, buy groceries that you would normally get in the U.S. and go home and cook it yourself.
Well, I tell you what, you said you got your video coming out, but I think you just teased a little bit. Actually, I'm actually very interested too, because I mean, like, I thought that I was good on a budget, but $2,000 in 5 months.
If you're not paying rent, $2,000 is on the high end.
Okay.
You know,
Well, look, what's your YouTube channel, man?
my channel, I just started it, is at Brandon Sulzer. YouTube at Brandon Sulzer. It's BRANDON SALTZER. That's
Okay.
my YouTube.
Well, I tell you what, just to make sure that I got it correctly, when the interview's done, I'm going to get it. Written down. That way, I can put a link to your channel in the description of this video. So do you just? You said you went to Toledo. Okay.
Which is
what
the other side of the mountain.
other side of the mountain from Cebu City. Do you have any favorite places here in the Philippines? Or
Man, I feel like I've walked everywhere that you could possibly walk on this island without having a vehicle to drive. Riding going. A friend has 3 motorcycles. He's like, hey, you got a motorcycle? I drive a Harley Davidson in the U.S. He's like, hey, do you want to ride one of my bikes? I'll ride one. Let's go over the mountain. I was always up for that. I said, let's do it. Unless you hop on a bus and go 4 hours away, I've walked, you name it. I've walked 4 or 5 hours in the direct sunlight each way to go places. And it's if you don't have transportation every day, which driving in the traffic in Cebu City, you might not want to drive. Either take a taxi if you want to splurge, ride a public jeepney, which is cheap, or do walking. I mean, that's the best way to do it.
So, do you have a favorite place here that you like, or?
I do. I have 3 favorite places. One is SM Seaside. It's the biggest mall in Cebu, one of the largest mall in the Philippines, if not Asia. Robinson's Galleria. It's not so far, and then SM City. They're all within a 3-hour walk from where I stay here in Cebu.
Okay. Well, we're both Americans. Maybe there'll be some fellow Americans back in America watching this.
And I see, if anyone's wondering, you see a lot of expats, Americans who are visiting here, who live here, including yourself. And one of these days, I'm gonna probably make the hike. Not sure if I want to do Cebu or not, because it's a small island. So if you want to go somewhere, you hop on a ferry or you hop on an airplane and go somewhere, which is fun. But I mean, you're always on vacation when you're in the Philippines.
Always on vacation.
It always feels like you're on vacation. So it's like, if you want to go on vacation, it's hard to, because it's like, what are you going to do? You're going to go to the state. You're going to go see another beach. You're going to go see hot weather. Everything you do here, you're literally going to hop an airplane and go do the same thing. It's just a different island.
Yeah. What advice do you got for guys, if any, back in the U.S. or back in Europe or anywhere that
Watch YouTube channels. Get a sense. Talk to people who have been there and done that. I wouldn't recommend talking to somebody who's been here for 3 days and then left. Talk to somebody like us who have been here for a while, who know the area. They say, a lot of Americans say, oh man, you better watch, you've got to be safe. There's a lot of crime in the Philippines. There's more crime in the US than there is in the Philippines. I mean, everybody, when you walk by here, they're either shy or they're really friendly. They're going to say hi. But when you say hi to them, Filipino people, they're so outgoing. They're the friendliest people. They invite you for drinks. And I'll tell you, they work all week just to drink a lot of Red Horse on the weekend, right? They invite you for a drink and you offer money to pay for it, and they don't even want to take your money. They even pay for the alcohol. You know?
Yeah. So you love Filipinos?
I love Philippine people, men, women, all genders. I mean, they're all so friendly. The crime here, I don't see it. You always got to be careful, like you would anywhere else. But
so how long have you been coming to the Philippines, man?
Almost every year since 2017.
Okay, almost every year.
So you're talking, what, 8 trips? A couple didn't come here because of COVID, because they required a lot of stuff to come to the Philippines.
Yeah.
But I've been to Manila, I've been to other islands, stuff like that. And Cebu's good. Cebu's, a lot of people come here, and IT Park is a hot spot, especially for expats and especially for Americans, you know?
Have you been to any other islands in the Philippines, or do you usually just stick to Cebu?
I stick to Cebu the past couple years. I've been to Manila, I've been to those islands, but it's harder, a wider spread island, you need more transportation. Cebu is very easy to hop on a jeepney, a public bus. You either pay 25 cents for one way for a public bus, or some buses are free, you know? So it's Cebu City, it's very easy to get transportation. Unless you go outside the city, walking, you can walk to everything too if you like to walk and stay in shape.
Well, look, man, you got your little, what is it, sticker? Is that a sticker? You hold it up.
Made my own sticker. I hand it out to people, kids, because they're all happy when you hand them a sticker. But when people see a camera in the Philippines, and they see.
So
a
by the way,
selfie stick.
that's your channel right there, and
Yes.
guys, you know, like y'all check it out. He just started a month ago, right? You just started a month ago.
About a month ago, my first video. I couldn't figure out what my first video was going to be. I did a tribute to my mom who passed away 6 years ago to the day, a couple of days ago.
Well, may she rest in peace, man.
Thank you. And I'm starting to work on making more videos. I've been working on my short videos. It's an experiment. It's fun. It's about it. My channel's about everyday life. Here, when I go back to Pennsylvania, I'm going to do traveling. I'm going to work. I'm tearing down. I'm going to build a house. I flip houses, so I have a couple of rehabs I'm going to do, and I have a bread truck I'm converting into a food truck.
Wow.
It's all going to be on YouTube.
So you're going strong, man. You got lots to offer.
I have lots of videos that I'm going to be making in the near future, so I'm going to get used to it.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna subscribe. I'm gonna check you out, and I hope everybody else does. And by the way, if you're watching this, subscribe.
Please subscribe, like, comment. Feel free to reach out to me if you're ever in Cebu. If you have any questions. If you're ever traveling in the U.S. I have an RV. I have a pull-behind camper. I'm going to take my RV out a little bit. If you're ever in Pennsylvania, I'm going to go all out. I'm going to put a YouTube channel on my RV when I go out, probably next year sometime, or later this year, or when I travel. If you see it, like, subscribe, comment, tell me where you're from. Reach out to me. I have my email address on my YouTube link. It's brandonsulzer@yahoo.com. If you want to reach out to me at all. Ask me anything you want. If you need some advice, if you have any questions, we can all help each other out. You know?
And don't forget to share the video also. Sharing the video is important.
Yes, like, subscribe, comment, share to your friends, your family. A lot of people, I don't know if they like watching YouTube or not. So you got to be, just like, subscribe, share, and feel free to reach out to me anytime.
By the way, before we started this, you said you were shy on camera.
I am.
You're not shy on camera, man.
I can't wait to see this because it's not, I don't know if it's going to be good or bad.
Look, I would say that you did great, man, and you're probably getting hungry now, and you want to fire up that cigar. So, we'll end it here. But look, I appreciate you taking the time. It's so cool meeting you too, man. I love the energy you got.
Thank you very much for having me on.
Yeah, and you said you go back to Philadelphia in 2 weeks?
April 16th, yep.
All right, well, look, man, I hope you have a safe trip.
Thank you. And I'll be doing I'll be YouTubing my, see you next time, Cebu.
All right, guys, y'all check this guy out. Great guy.
I appreciate it.
Yep, you're welcome, man.
Like and subscribe. Thank you.